Next set of stretches, shoulder rolls and forearm stretches. They're making a lot of noise next door. I got to go shut the door eventually here. Okay, shoulder rolls. So just rolling the shoulders, okay? And the whole point of this is to loosen up these trapezius muscles that go up here, down here, and they all connect to the spine. And we get very tight in our shoulders. So trying to loosen up these trapezius muscles in the neck, and then these other muscles in the neck, right along the spine here in the front. We're just trying to loosen those up, okay? Once again, like the swimmer stretch, really accentuate, raise it up, really go back and really bring it down. So it's not just coming up, but it's the other part too. So as I turn to the side, hopefully you'll see this. So I'm bringing them up, but I'm trying to bring it way back and down and forward and way back, down and forward. And if you go slow and really try to think about what your body's doing. Control those muscles, control the joints, control the shoulder as you reach back, okay? So we're gonna do the shoulder rolls, and then I'm gonna add a couple other things to help stretch out the trapezius. And this one I'm gonna use my little chair. Okay, so I'm sitting in the little chair, and what I'm gonna do here is I want you to watch this hand. This hand is just gonna hook under the chair, and as I tip away, I'm gonna just hold here with my fingers, and I'm gonna feel this stretch up my neck and in my shoulder, maybe even down my arm as I stretch. And I wanna move to the front, move to the back. All right, I find a tight spot. I'm gonna hold it there, try to loosen it up. If you want, you can get a little extra and push, ow, that's really tender. I could push down right here where I feel these tight spots, and that pushing down is kind of a shiatsu method where when you increase the tension, when you increase the stretch, that the reflex is to relax. So when you hear this deep tissue massaging, you're trying to put pressure on those muscles to get them to reflexively relax, okay? Even better if you're tight, you get someone behind you just to massage you. But if you do this stretch and they massage you, it makes it even, can make it painful, but it helps to trigger that reflex response of your muscles to relax when they feel lots of tension, okay? And how do we get tense up here? Well, doing this kind of stuff. You hunched over, your head weighs a lot, 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 pounds, depending on how big your brain is, right? Just kidding. It weighs 8 to 10 pounds. Holding it over like this, just keeping your muscles stiff for a long time, makes all these muscles in your shoulders tense. And that can give you headaches as it goes tight up to your head. It can give you shoulder aches. It could cause all kind of other tensions in your body. Young people may feel these things, as you start to get into 7th and 8th grade, as you're doing more books kind of studies or having your head hanging over. Younger kids might feel them after they've been playing video games for a long time. They're hunched over and squished in, and those muscles in the back get kind of stretched, but they're also holding on. They're holding on to that head. So we want to do these stretches, loosen that up, maintain your flexibility for as long as you can. So if you put down shoulder roll on your journal, on your log, but you're also doing this in addition to shoulder roll or instead of shoulder roll, that's fine. Just put down shoulder roll because we know what it is, and you could still do these additional type of stretches. They're basically working to loosen up and relax and stretch the same muscles, okay? So I'm using the chair here. All right, the next one is forearm stretch. The forearm stretch, there's There's the palm side of your forearm and the backhand side of your forearm that you want to stretch. And when I was giving you guys a demo on how to fill out the log, I was kind of giving you some bad information, right? When I pull the fingers back, okay, I'm stretching the palm side, the front of my forearm. I can do the stretch here like this. I can put it on my leg like this. That's good. It gets all my fingers. I can relax this hand. A lot of tension. I can feel it tight through here. Okay. I can put it on something like my little chair. And when I do this from here, as I arch back, it gives me even more stretch in my hand. And the hand tendons, the tendons in your palm that move your fingers, they're all here in this forearm area. And so they get tight. We want to stretch those out, keep those loose. Remember, everything's connected. Sometimes somebody can be tight up here and it causes tightness here and all the way down into the forearm. So we want to stretch all parts of the body. Once again, how long you hold it, those are your reps. I hold it for us, 20-second reps. That's one set. And I can relax, do the other one, okay? Or I could do it like this. Right? I also found that going to the wall, I can push against the wall and really extend in and then turn back. Oh, I can get even more. I can feel more stretching in my arm and my forearm. So flat palm on the wall, leaning into it, turning away, great stretch there. And that's just in my forearm. I can use this stretch and really twist a lot and get some of my front shoulder. That's not the stretch we're working on. So forearm stretch has the palm down and bending back. Now, how do we do the back side? Right? We just stretch this side. See how we're pulling away from this side? That's the stretch. So now we want to stretch like this. So I take my hand and I hold it in and push my palm toward my forearm. And you may not feel a lot of stretch here. You may not feel a lot of stretch even when you do some other things. I feel stretch when I stretch my arm out and keep the pressure on my palm. I start to feel the stretch up in here, and these muscles on the back. These muscles help to lift the fingers. So as I push in on it, I'm stretching those muscles. I feel more stretch when I extend my arm out in front of me, extend my elbow straight. I don't feel as much stretch when I'm bent in, okay? So try this stretch, forearm stretch, tuck in the palm, hand out. All right, once again, 15, 20 seconds. You find out what feels good for you. 30's maybe too long, like it's just boring, and I'd rather do more shorter rep time in my sets and do more sets. So I go back, do it again, go back. So that's my second set on both. Go for my third set on both. Okay, and I could also intersperse it by doing something else and then coming back to it again. Okay, so those two right there, done.